Whilst clear communication skills help in almost any job, it really matters for pilots. In fact, incorrect or incomplete pilot-controller communication is a factor in around 80% of flight incidents or accidents. Situational awareness means appreciating everything that is going on throughout flying, controlling and maintaining an aircraft. Pilots must learn to have a mental picture of the location, flight conditions, configuration and energy state of their aircraft, as well as any other factors that could affect its safety. As an airline pilot, you have to be able to work within a cohesive team. Pilots must always work closely with other pilots on the flight deck, as well as with air traffic controllers and flight dispatchers. They need to be able to coordinate actions and provide clear and honest feedback. Time and resource constraints, as well as other pressure-adding factors like turbulence, can make decision-making challenging for pilots. When pilots encounter obstacles or emergencies, a checklist is used, containing the specific procedures to follow in order to overcome the situation. However, not all parts of the emergency checklist explicitly state the actions that a pilot needs to perform. It's not all-encompassing. It can take years of practice to apply one simple rule: don't panic. This often involves shifting or muting our own personality traits. When we panic, our mind races, and it clouds our judgment. Rational decisions become harder, and consequently, poor decisions, or indecisiveness, have a detrimental impact on our performance as a pilot. Many pilots go from timid student to overconfident expert, so try to keep yourself in check. Be warned that aviation has a habit of bringing cocky pilots back down to earth. How would you respond to low fuel events, weather scares, or sometimes worse? Leadership is both an inherent personal quality and a learned set of skills. Pilots must understand both the elements of effective leadership and the consequences of poor leadership. To achieve leadership, pilots need to manage their cockpit effectively, using SOP and CRM to ensure the correct procedures are always in place. Pilots need to understand how their aircraft works. There are a set of typical procedures and technical tasks that pilots carry out, like, check the overall condition of the aircraft before and after every flight. A pilot can't be just a numbers person or a creative person. Flying requires critical thinking in both realms. Pilots have to know the numbers for the aircraft, and have the capability to perform mental arithmetic calculations quickly on demand. But that's not to say the calculations are particularly difficult. In fact, most of the time it's basic addition and subtraction. Accuracy and speed is what's really required. There are many dangers that flying poses. For example, pilots that routinely fly at low levels experience the threat of bridges, trees, transmission towers, power lines and other dangerous obstacles. Whilst following the rules is ideal, breaking them is sometimes the better option, where safety, the priority, is concerned. For example, a pilot may bust an ATC clearance or company protocol because an urgent situation requires them to